Hey guys, what's up? We hear you. You've been having elbow pain. You've been golfing all summer, crushing balls into the trees like this guy. We're gonna tell you how to fix the elbow pain.
Man, there was one time I was trying to draw a little fade around a dog leg. Crying out loud. Yeah, guys, I've been having some serious elbow pain, but golf season's almost over. But that's not all that's been bugging me. I tried to do some home remos with this guy, and I'm getting that pain. Trying to get my curl on in the gym, you know, on Fridays, get your biceps going, and that's giving me some pain. And you know, I'm really hoping that by the time hockey season opens up, this elbow pain's gone. Aaron, what can I do for this thing?
If you want to find out how to optimize your elbow and fix that elbow pain, swipe over.
Went for it. Okay, guys, so those problems I was having in the video before, typically called a tennis elbow or a golfer's elbow. Typically, you're going to get pain on the outside of your elbow or on the inside of your elbow. And the first thing we want to do to try and combat that, we're going to start with some mobility stuff. So a smash and then a stretch. I'm going to show you the smash here. And what we're going to do is we're going to be working on the muscle tissue of the forearm. If your pain is more so on the outside of the elbow, we're going to be working on the top side, the extensor side. If your pain is more on the inside of the elbow, we're going to be working on the bottom, kind of the flexor side, okay? I'll show you both. So you can get your lacrosse ball, put it on a table or a bench, and we're just going to roll over top of it into that muscle belly, into some of those painful kind of tight areas. Again, we want to hunt for the tightness. So to add a little bit of pressure, you can use your other hand and really get down in there. Nothing too specific here, guys. Again, hunt for that tightness, hang out on those spots a little extra minute or so on each side, okay? And then to get on the back side, a little awkward here. We got to really spin the arm, but you're going to get into those extensor muscles, okay? And applying a little bit extra pressure. And again, hunt around for that tightness, hang out there. Let it all loosen up. You might feel a little bit of pressure down into the back of the hand. As long as that's not too much, this is all good. Second thing we can do, if you've got a super friend, COVID-friendly super friend, you can use this little guy or a household rolling pin. You're going to want to put your arm down, and again, your friend is doing this. You're in control, but your friend is doing this, and we're going to roll up and down, okay? Same sort of idea, kind of hunt for that tightness and loosen up those tight muscle tissue on either side of the forearm. Okay, start with that, about a minute aside, smash it up, swipe on over, check out some stretches with Aaron.
All right, guys, and as Ari said, smash and stretch. We always stick to that routine, okay? He showed you the smash, here's the stretch. Very simple, most of you will know this. Arm straight out in the front, you're gonna bend your wrist down. This is gonna stretch the extensor side of the wrist. So if we're dealing with a tennis elbow, it's gonna loosen up all that muscle tissue here. Bring the fingers in. I like to grab underneath the fingers to add a little bit of an extra pull. And you're just gonna add some tension there. You should feel some sort of pulling across here. You're gonna hold for 30 seconds, nice, comfortable stretch. Let that muscle tissue slowly lengthen and get a little bit less tight in there. After your 30 seconds, quick little break. We're gonna hit that 3 times. If you wanna get into the flexor side, we're dealing with more the golfer's elbow on the inside of the elbow. We're gonna be doing the exact same thing in the opposite direction. You're gonna bring your wrist into an extended position, grab your fingers, great little pull through here. You're gonna feel it on the underside this time, the flexor side of the forearm. 30-second hold, let it pull, let that muscle tissue lengthen out and get a little bit less tight. You're gonna repeat it 3 times. If you wanna get a little more aggressive for that one, you can also get into a weight-bearing position on a desk or table or on the floor. Extreme close-up here. Bring your wrists together. You're gonna lean your body weight toward your fingertips. You're gonna feel a stretch up through the forearm. You're gonna hold there. If you feel like it's really tight, you can do a little bit of a gentle oscillation on each side. Again, 30 seconds or so in each position. You're gonna feel that muscle loosen up. It's gonna be feeling great, less painful, and then that's when we incorporate the strengthening. Swipe over. All right, guys, so when we're dealing with a tendonitis, in this case, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, we're gonna wanna do eccentric strengthening. So what that really means, it's a negative type of strengthening. So we're not trying to aggressively strengthen that muscle. We're trying to just slowly lower and do a negative approach to build up strength specifically in the tendon, okay? So you're gonna grab your weight, 5 pounds, not a big deal. You're gonna grab your light weight, it does not need to be heavy. You're gonna bring your wrist into a full extended position. This is for the tennis elbow on the outside of the elbow here. You're gonna bring it up into extension with your other hand. Slowly let that fall down into that fully flexed position. So it's a controlled negative. Bring it into extension. Slowly let it come down into that slow, easy, comfortable position in that flex position. Okay, you're gonna hit about 20 to 30 reps, slow, steady, nice and controlled. By the time you get to the end of that, you're gonna feel a nice burn here. That's gonna be strengthening the tendon to make sure you're not gonna continue to have this pain, okay? If we're gonna flip over, do the flexor side, if we're dealing with golfer's elbow, same thing applies. You flip your wrist into that palm up position, grab your weight, bring yourself into a fully flexed position, slowly let that dumbbell come down into a full extended position. You can even let your fingers go a little bit and repeat, okay? So it's all about this negative movement. It's very important to use your other hand to bring it up into end range, slowly control it down. Again, 20 to 30 reps. You're gonna get those gains in the elbow. You're not gonna have any more pain. If you wanna find out a few more functional exercises, swipe over.
Okay guys, now you've worked through some of those isolated exercises, got the gains going. Now we're going to move into a little bit more functional stuff. So we're going to grab a kettlebell or some sort of weight, and I'm going to teach you 3 exercises. 2 are very similar and one's a little bit different. First one, if you guys watch here, instead of holding the kettlebell just like this, we're going to flex our hand, okay? So we're going to be moving in towards that palm, holding the kettlebell there, and then we're just going to take it for a little stroll. Just stroll around with it. So we're working on some longer holds here. A little bit of isolated hold, isometric hold, and work that endurance and that strength with a little bit of a heavier object, right? Second one, we're gonna go palm back and bring that wrist into extension, so you're working that backwards. And then again, nice little cruise. Take a little cruise with it. Again, it doesn't have to be super specific here, guys. Spend anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds under tension, so you've got that tension on and you're using that isometric hold. Okay, so walking with it is great because then you're adding in a little bit of a functional movement and a little bit of a different movement where you're not focusing just so much on the wrist, and it makes it a bit more functional. Third one, we're gonna go bell up kettlebell. Again, this is a nice shoulder exercise, but really incorporating the wrist to not let that kettlebell waver. And again, we're gonna hold it there into a nice isometric hold, working on our endurance and our strength. We're gonna take it for a little stroll. All right? So next time you guys are going for a little walk, add some functional exercise into it to get rid of that elbow pain and strengthen up the gains in the forearm.
All right, guys, so that's it. You now know how to fix your elbow pain. If you have any questions about any of the exercises, or if you want to come see us so we can help you get things sorted out, give us a call, shoot us a DM, pop by the clinic. We'd love to talk to you about how to fix your elbows.
But more than likely, guys, you're going to find us on the golf course or in the hockey rink because we just fixed our elbows.
Optimize our elbows.
We optimized
Let's go.
them.